your business, in terms of like the revenue mix, in terms of like the biggest percentage, like, because some artists make most of their money from streams, some most from touring. You know, I know you know LaRussell coming up. He's got a whole different business model that's not dependent upon streams really at all. His streams not really popping, but his live shows and his, you know, his pay what you want situation, things like that. For you and your business, like what would you say you make the most money from? Top three.
Top three. The number one is my brand relationships. Because of my rapport and you know the fact that people could speak on me in great ways, I just make everything look cool. I became a cool cosign. So and ain't no money. Even artists, the big artists that get big, only get big. We all only get bigger in hopes to land those type of brand relationships anyway. And I got them at entry level. So I think that's the number one, because them checks be crazy and they come. I love them invoices. Ooh, shit. I could do a backflip think about them invoices, boy. So
what are some of the give people some examples of some of the brands that you work with?
Bel Air, Monster Energy, Hypnotic, Foot Action, Foot Locker, McDonald's, Disney, Doritos.
Sheesh. Yeah, these are big brands, so I know it comes with big checks, but
Hennessy XO, AT&T. Yeah.
And how do you feel like you've secured those partnerships? Like, what is it just because you've done an amazing job, like really defining your brand and you know, aligning with them, or is Sam running these plays? Is it a combination of, like?
I brought myself the most money, but I make the most money in unison with Sam when we are with each other, and just like working that relationship, that kind of like symbiosis in between artist and manager, I yield the best results. But I think I brought in personally, I started the most conversations.
Dope.
Yeah.
And how do you typically, do you just cold maybe DM some of these brands, or how do you initiate it?
Both. It's sometimes it's cold DMs, sometimes it's through reference, sometimes they see other shit that I've done and they're like, oh, okay, that's who people are hiring. And on set it's all about, that's why I talk to everybody on set, because I could be on set for one thing, and then that guy who's just the fucking light man on that is actually running a whole nother project for New Era, and which I did as well. And then I go over there to the New Era shoot because he loved working with me on this. And
right.
it kind of just compounds like that, bro. So it's really just a mix of like lifestyle, networking, and putting your balls on the table. I done cold DM'd everybody. Shit, that's how I met Drake.
Dope. Man, I'm glad we touched on that, because I think, you know, there's so many opportunities out there these days. So what's number two? Is number two streaming?
I think number two will be streaming, and then number three will be merch. Or they kind of go back and forth, because my streaming is consistent, but my merch has moments, because it's been drops where I didn't just thought of some shit that day and we cleared like $60K on shit, because people just like the design, and I like to play off social moments and really display art, you know, that reflect how I feel about a time or a thing or an event, you know. And shit, we could clear shit on that. So I'm gonna say 2 and 3 interchangeable for me.
Okay, dope.